grieved.
So you're back out here? Yes, no.
Well, it's kind of obvious, isn't
Okay.
it?
I'm just trying to talk with you.
It sounded like a rhetorical question. So,
Okay. Well, the reason why we're out here is people are calling in saying you're harassing them. I know the last time we had a conversation, it didn't go that well. So, why don't you tell me what you're saying to people?
the word of God, ma'am.
Okay. Do you mind sharing that with me so I know what you're saying to other people out here?
It's all right here in the word of God.
Okay, so you don't want to share it with me.
Well, I could sit here and read the whole word of God to you.
No, I'm just curious what you're telling other people out here. They're saying you're being harassing, so I just want to know if it is being harassing so I could...
Nope, freedom of speech, simply reading them the word of God and calling them to action.
And I understand that, but I'm just curious what you're saying so that I know if it is harassing or not.
Well, what did they call and complain of? What did they
You're
call?
harassing them.
And specifically, did they give an example? Who called and complained, by the way?
Customers in the area.
So passerbys, not business owners?
Yes, and business owners.
So who's the business owner?
I don't have to give you their name.
You don't have to give me their name, but you won't tell me who made the complaint? I don't have the right to know who made a complaint against me?
Well, the minute you want to start sharing with me what you're saying.
Wow, okay. All right, officers. Well, I will definitely give you some information.
I don't want the information, I just like to know what you're telling people.
Well, that would be the information, so here. This is actually for you all. This is actually for you all.
How is it
specifically? Well, take it and read it because you're a lesser magistrate and you have a responsibility in this as well. So will you take it and do what you can do, what you're called to do?
Well, we're
No.
called out here because people are saying you're harassing them. So
I
we're
understand
doing what we're
that.
supposed to be doing right now.
I understand that people say that. The truth is offensive to
So
people.
I just want to know what you're telling people as they're
I've already
passing by.
told you the word of God, calling them to account, informing them of what's occurring here.
Okay, so you're not going to share with me what you're telling people.
I have, man.
No, you
Repeatedly.
haven't.
But you're being
Okay.
really vague about it. The Word of God is a pretty open topic and that's a pretty blanketing one statement on, you know what I mean? There's a lot that could be
Right.
said about that. So
Well-
when you're being vague, that's what we're asking you to clarify.
All right, so I'm going to get back to calling out, and perhaps if you want to listen, but I'm going to get back to what I need to do here. Okay? All right.
I've been up there.
But you want us to be, you get an ID from anything? Ma'am, do you have an ID we can look at, please?
No, sir, I do not.
Actually, yes.
No, sir, I do not have an ID.
So here's the deal. Our complaint is that you're harassing people, and that at that point we need to investigate that. And at that point, there's reasonable suspicions for us to ask you for an ID. Yes.
I'm staying on public sidewalk. I do not
know.
have an ID to give
Well,
you.
you can harass people on public or private property. That's not here nor there. But we do need to see an ID. For
There's a
this.
definition for harassment, sir.
I agree
and,
100%.
and simply because someone doesn't like what they're hearing is not
Yeah,
harassment.
that's true. I agree with you.
So,
That's why we're investigating it.
okay. So,
So are you refusing to identify yourself?
I do not have to identify myself unless
Okay.
I'm being accused of a crime or detained.
And you were accused of a crime. And at this
So-
point right now you are detained. You're not
now
free
I'm
to-
being detained?
Well, right now you're not free to leave.
I'm
That's
being
the
detained.
That's the definition
Am
of
I being
detain-
detained, officer?
Yes, absolutely.
For what crime?
Harassment.
Harassment, the crime of harassment.
Yes.
I do not have an ID on my person to give
Okay.
you.
Let me just write your name down then, please.
I don't care to give my name. But you're saying that under being detained,
3467. What's the RO on that plate?
you're saying...
So here's the deal.
I was asking you a question. Okay.
If you're refusing to identify yourself, then we're going to have to go a different route with it.
Is that a threat? That feels
take it-
threatening.
Okay. Well, take it however you want to. I'm telling you that the fact is, if you're refusing to identify yourself,
So can I finish what I was asking you?
yeah, you bet.
You're saying, so since I am being officially detained now, you're saying that I am required, because I'm being detained, I have
Yes.
to give you my name
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Okay, under that, my name is Luann.
Can you spell Luann for me, please?
Luann.
Luann. What's your last name, Luann?
Habecker.
Can you spell it for me?
Habecker.
Habe. I got to the E.
Cker.
ER. What's your birthday, please?
You asked for my name. That's what you asked for. I don't care to give my birthday.
Okay. And I know, and so now I'm asking for your birthday.
You asked for my name.
Okay.
That's all you asked for. You
And-
asked me to identify my
right.
name.
And I'm also asking for your birthday.
It's not what you asked me for. You asked
I'm
me to give you my
asking right
name.
now.
But you're changing now.
No.
You're now changing what you asked.
No, I haven't changed anything. I still need your name.
When we ask for an ID, it has your name and date of birth on it. That's how we identify people.
I understand
so when you ask
that.
for a date of birth, we're trying to identify you because you're refusing to cooperate with us.
I'm refusing to go against what my freedoms are. And you're calling that not cooperating. I've
We've
given
already
you my
explained
name.
it to you.
I've given
We
you
don't
my
have a
name.
problem with you exercising your freedoms.
It seems that you do.
No. What I have a problem with is if you're refusing to identify yourself.
Yeah.
In your
I've
identity
heard that.
is included your birthday, please.
Under duress and intimidation and threats, my birthday is May 31st, 1981.
Thank you. Are you referring to the Uniform Commercial Code on that? Section
Are we done?
1308?
Are we done?
Okay.
Okay.
No, we're not done, but thank you for giving me that. 34.
All right. So let's follow through. Who complained? What business?
I don't know which business.
You told me
Dispatch.
earlier that you wouldn't share information and you didn't have to tell me who they were.
I don't have to give you who.
So you don't know who.
I do not know who. Dispatch advised.
Advised.
Customers in the area were complaining that you were harassing them. And building owners here called in. I don't know who called in. You can call my dispatcher and ask her.
So will you take the information now? I gave you guys the information. Will you take the information that pertains to you?
When I'm on duty, no, I don't take any advertisement.
You have the freedom to take information while you're on
No, you
duty.
can ask my supervisor.
Sorry, clear and what?
I can get my supervisor here and he'll verify.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. And if there's anybody walking here, please don't harass them or force them to do anything.
I can't force anyone to do anything, sir.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
Let's not have a harassing manner with anybody.
Oh, folks. Bet you would stop calling what is evil good and what is good evil. Babies are being murdered within this building. Yep, babies are being murdered. And your recourse for that is to try and shut down the exposure of such and have my rights infringed upon. It's grievous before a holy God. Grievous.